Hello and Assalamu alaikum. We welcome you all to our interview on the topic in which we will explore the importance and impact of family support system on the life of female professionals. Today we are having our honorable guest with us in which we will take her views on this topic. And my name is Yaseen Khan. I am undergraduate student at FCCU and we are having Ma'am Sana Shahid from Department of Sociology. She has been serving FCCU since 2023 and ma'am, we welcome you to the interview.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your precious time. How are you feeling, ma'am?
I'm feeling fine, alhamdulillah.
Okay, so ma'am, can you elaborate your introduction on your journey till FCCU since now and how has been its as a professional female?
Okay, so I'm actually an MPhil in sociology and I'm working here at FCCU since 2013, and before that I've been serving as a lecturer in the University of Lahore for the past 5 years, and I've been a professional throughout my life, and my journey is quite good as compared to the other females of the society.
Oh, yes.
I would say that.
Yes. That's great, ma'am. So, ma'am, basically the topic is very much a type of controversial, you may say, in some views from the men view or from the societal view. Specifically, we are talking as Pakistanis. So, what do you think? What is the role of that family support system, or what basically the term is? You know, there are some people who are getting this term as different, and some are getting it different. What is family support really means according to you as a sociologist, or you may be thinking that society as a deeper. So, what do you think about this?
Okay, so in my opinion, family supports when it comes to the professional development means that your family is being open-minded, is being supportive of the work that you are doing, and then acknowledging your efforts as well. Yeah. But as far as the current condition of the society, in my opinion, it prevails, I don't think a lot of females get that much of family support, which directly impact their professional development in so many ways.
Yes, okay, so ma'am, we would like to be a bit aware of your own journey. So would you like to share some story from your life or some incidents in which you have been gone through the family support system or your achievement?
Sure. Do I have to mention one incident or do I have to elaborate it as a whole?
As you like, ma'am, it's okay.
Okay, so in my case, I would say I'm quite privileged and quite, blessed in a way that my family is extremely supportive. I come from an academia family. We are all related to academia. So in my family, having a professional career and professionality developing, they are of utmost importance. I mean, my parents are related to the different educational sectors, universities. I myself is related to FCCU now. My sister is also currently working at a renowned university of Lahore. So when it comes to struggles, I did not face any struggles in terms of family support.
That is very much amazing. So, ma'am, what are the challenges that are faced by females in their professional life? There are two phases of life, the females before their marriage life and after their marriage life. It's very much crucial to manage professional life as well as your family life, because obviously you will be having a kids after marriage life. Mm-hmm. So, how you see that thing? How do they manage, or what is that phase of life?
Okay, so when it comes to understanding the condition of professional females of Pakistan, we have to consider a lot of factors. Yeah, for example, one, what is their current situation, what is their socioeconomic background, what are their families' point of views, what are their cultural values. There are multiple factors that we have to consider. Yes, after marriage, which is one of the most important experiences of every girl in our society, after marriage things change a lot, because yes, you enter into a new family, they have a different kind of a support system, they have different kind of perceptions, opinions, they have their own cultures as well. But you have to adjust to that. There are only few ladies, in my opinion, that actually get the adequate support that they need for their professional development, especially when they have kids, because there's a huge conflict that you see over here. Because combining all of these responsibilities as a mother, as a professional, as a daughter-in-law, as a person in a productive member of the society, they are extremely complex, and I think no one can accomplish all these without the support of the family.
Yes.
In every way, whether it comes to emotional, financial, or in any way.
So, ma'am, when a female change their phase of life from one family to another family, there were a lot of things to be considered in mind. So to be fit in that family, you are going to a new family, a new culture, or you may change to one country to another country. That would also be very impactful in your life.
Definitely.
So what would be you suggest to the females that change their face or just change a face in their professional as well, not just marriage. They change their profession. I mean, you are working in one university and now you are at FCCU. So how do you look at these things, what they need to do in order to be fit in that?
Okay, so one advice I would like to give here is, that is also something that I always try to inculcate in my students as well, that education provides you with the skills to choose your pathways that goes into the right direction. You may face a lot of challenges, but with the help of the education that you get, you must try to overcome all of those challenges. You can strategize, you can see what are the ways that fit for your family needs and for your personal and professional development. I suggest that you have to focus on things that will help you out in the longer run. So if you're educated enough and if you have the skill of critical thinking, I think all of the challenges can be overcome. Yes, you have to make a lot of compromises. Yes, you have to let go of a lot of benefits for that as well, maybe in certain cases, but you can do some things. You can overcome those challenges, but you have to utilize your education
when
for
we
that.
talked about compromises, some people do think that the thing we are leaving behind is more important than our career. For the time of sake, they think that we are compromising on something that is more important than our career. Actually, that is not. So what do you think you suggest to them, that somehow you need to be compromisable with some things, you need to leave something behind you in order to be fit in some area?
If I would like to elaborate it in my own point of view, I think, let's say if I consider myself as a case study here. So we can say that, let's say if I am a mother actually, and I have a full-time job as well. So I do have to compromise on a lot of things that are related to my kid. For example, I have to miss her school's meetings, I have to miss some things because of my prior responsibilities and my professional engagements. I do have to compromise on this, but I do have to then find ways to, balance it out with her. If I'm missing some milestones of her life, I will try to overcompensate it in the time that I get with her. So I think these are the ways that in which we can, try to compensate. But yes, there will be compromise. There will be a lot of compromises. You will have to do a lot of hard work. On the basis of that hard work, you will let go a lot of other things that are quite important in your life.
Ma'am, the society we are living as considering Pakistan or considering the specific provinces, I'm from Balochistan, so there are some gender roles, there are gender perceptions about people. I mean, men are allowed to do a lot of the jobs. There are no jobs that are prohibited for men, but females are very specified to a little job. Or I may say in provinces like Frontier, KPK or Balochistan, there are jobs that are considered to be evil for the females. So what are your views on that thing, that the job should be allowed to female? Or
no, that resides clearly in our culture. We explain, we perceive things on the basis of our culture. When our culture does not allow certain things, that becomes our norms. On the basis of these norms, we decide and we judge what is good and what is not good. So there are a lot of professions. Obviously, these differences exist in so many ways, especially when it comes to urban and rural settings and provinces as well. You see different kind of attitudes and perceptions toward different kind of jobs when it comes to gender, especially females, because there are a lot of jobs that are not considered to be good or respectable for females, but then there are some jobs, especially teaching.
Teaching.
Everyone associate teaching with a lot of respect, and so we prefer our daughters to become teachers not other things. There are other professions जहाँ पे हम कहते हैं कि नहीं ये इतना beneficial नहीं रहेगा. These are all, I think, in our cultural roots, and it is so difficult to tackle that as a whole. But yes, again, we can find some ways, maybe through education for all. It is also our SDG as well. We can focus on that, and by that we can assume that we can
overcome that
believe कि हम ultimately उसको achieve कर लेंगे. जब awareness आएगी तो then this idea that some professions must be related to a specific gender, वो मेरा ख्याल है overcome हो सकेगा.
Ma'am, considering the psychological factor that mental health is nowadays of great importance, people are considering it the very main factor in your family life, in your professional life. So when females that are having their professional life as well, they lack a family support system. They basically are coming a bit with mental illness, or you may sort of depression or tensions. Look, if you are struggling through some things, with the passage of time it will become a big thing for you. So mental health is very much important, and according to psychology, that their health has been greatly influenced by these family support system. So what do you see that thing?
When it comes to challenges, obviously, see, our whole society system is quite complex. We have social roles that we have to fulfill, and because of all these roles, people actually expect certain things from us. So we are continuously juggling between the things that we want, the expectations that we have to fulfill, and the challenges that we have to face. Now, these are three different things. Obviously, when we are continuously intermingled in all three of these, we will feel the stress. Obviously, every different person will feel it in a different way. They may be come in the form of a mental illness or in any other way, but yes, it will have a great pull for your mental satisfaction if you have the lack from the family support.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, there are also, I think, family support system is one side of our life. There is also, I think, our society or our culture that we are living also plays an important role. I mean, the houses outside of your house also plays an important role in that thing. Your society allows you to something, or if you are going against the society in something, if that is right, also it doesn't matter if society is considering it wrong. They're considering it wrong. You can't do something about it. So how do you see that thing? The house is out of your house.
I think they also have a very great. I would like to mention here. I have a friend of mine. She actually is doing a job that is night based. Her timings are from
Different.
9 p.m. to
Our
till
society
5
doesn't
a.m.
support
in the
that,
morning, and it is, and she is not married also. So she is continuously facing a lot of criticisms for that, because of the timing of her job, because of the point that she has to travel alone at the night, and it is not safe for her. It should not be considered as something respectful and all.
That's
These
the
are
point.
some things that exists in our society. So even if the family is supportive of that, the family understands. Even if the people surrounding you understands, the other people, as you have mentioned, the people of the other houses, and they will always be observing that, trying to find a little bit of minute detail that they can exploit on the
they will be
basis
having
of
a work in your work. That's a very crucial thing.
Exactly.
So, ma'am, when females professional in their life, as you mentioned, they face criticism. When they face criticism, I have also seen some of the cases that females quit their jobs, or they quit their duties.
They have to.
Considering the fact that they are going very well in their achievements or in their professional life, what would you suggest to them how to face the criticism a bit? Like, I mean, every woman has been going through something in their life. I'm sure you will be having some criticism, or you may some struggle from
on
society.
On daily basis. Someone comes and criticizes you on your face.
That's for sure thing
on daily basis.
On daily basis. So what would you suggest to face that criticism? What would be the courage level to do that?
I think the education that you get should empower you to, take the criticism and mold it for your betterment. I think this is something that we need to teach our students. That is something we need to teach our females, जो कि बाकी आगे जाके उनको बहुत ज़्यादा benefit देने वाला है. We always focus on educating them कि ये subject पढ़ लो, ये subject पढ़ लो, ये subject पढ़ लो. But the actual things that they will require in their later life, you have to focus on that. So I think, as teachers, it is our responsibility to inculcate that feeling in them, to have the criticism and to channel that criticism into something that is beneficial for them.
That is great. I will definitely agree with that point, because the student that we are teaching nowadays will definitely become a mother, will definitely become a teacher, a doctor. So what do you think our curriculum or our studical processes should be changed in a way that they should, compensate with them in their professional life, that they should give them a courage?
Change in the curriculum will be a long shot maybe, but as teachers, I think we can do it quite well. Yes. If we all consider this as our responsibility, that we should empower students. Obviously, we have to focus on their academic development, but we should focus on their personal developments as well. Yes. We should make them into a person that is a whole person, who has the courage to share their opinions, who has the understanding to understand the complexities and the challenges, and who has the ability to overcome that as well.
Yeah, that's a great thing. Okay, ma'am, so continuing our topic, that there are females in our lives that their parents are educated. There are some families that didn't have that academic background from their background. So how do you think these things influence their professional life, their achievements, or their goals in their life, their setting, or from the areas they get education?
This is quite a broad question.
broad question,
Obviously, there will be multiple factors that will influence that. If they are coming from a background that is not related to academia, they will have a very different kind of challenges
Yes.
that a person from the academic background will face. They will have to make other people understand the support that they
Yes,
get,
exactly.
the ideas that they will have for the future things, the decision making that they are doing. All of this will be influenced.
Yes, that ma'am, there are some females that do have greater achievements in their lives or in their private sector as well, due to their own courage, their own things. But due to some societal pressure or lack of family support, they hide their achievements. They don't want to show it to their society. Because I think that they should show to the society. What are your views on this? That should they hide their achievements in order to be not able to face the criticism from the society, or in order to settle in the situation?
Why hide?
There are
Let other people say what they have to. Why do we have to hide? If we have something that is worth sharing, why do we have to hide it? We should never hide it. In fact, the people who are criticizing it, I must say कि उनके face पे जाके दिखाए बंदा कि these are my achievements. This is what I am.
Yes, ma'am. Would you like to share your story? We would want you to share a story with us from your personal life, or from your societal background, that how can these things be influenced by these things?
Okay, so a little bit about myself. As I've told you before, my parents are completely related to academia. In fact, my forefathers were also related to the academia. Great. So I'm coming from a family where having a professional career is perfectly fine. And if you don't have a career, then that is a problem.
Yeah.
So you must have a career with that. On the other hand, the family that I'm married in, they have a similar kind of a structure, but a very different kind of, point of views when it comes to personal development. These are the values that are embedded in our societies. We cannot, directly criticize everything and say that, no, this is wrong and this is wrong. These are all some things that are embedded in our society, and that is why our people are like that. But yes, I do feel differences when it comes to gender, especially.
Yeah.
The achievements, not in my maternal side, but I do feel that when in the family that I married in, that there are certain kind of gender influences over there. However, if I talk about my husband, he is a completely different person. He's extremely supportive of me, and he is continuously providing me with all the help that I need when it comes to my children, when it comes to my household responsibilities as well. And I have to say that he's the only one because of whom that I'm still pursuing my professional career.
That is great of him, ma'am.
But personally, yes, that is it.
Yes, ma'am. You talked about the married life. Considering the selection of your partner for your life is very crucial matter for female
extremely
crucial. So what do you think, what factors you need to be take in mind in order to select your life partner, or to go in next phase of your life?
Okay, so if you have a goal of becoming a professional, I think you must communicate it with the other. Achha, what happens in our society is that starting mein to log accept kar lete कि yes, you can have a job, you can have a professional career, but they do not support it. Ultimately, you have to withdraw your professional careers. I have a colleague as well who she had to go through all this. She married a man. He was perfectly supportive of her, and he was a very good man. But after marriage, the circumstances were shaped in a way that she had to leave her job, because nobody was taking care of her daughter, nobody was helping her in her household chores, so she had to opt out of it. She had no other choice. So when you are oh my god. Okay, so when you are in Pakistan, and when you're choosing your life partner, family matters a lot. The background of the family, the perceptions of the family, the ideas of the family, the educational level of the family, they matters a lot. You cannot marry a single man, because we live in a collective culture. We cannot marry a single person, and we cannot assume that we will live with that person and we will have a very good life. No, we cannot do that. We have to go into a family whose perceptions, whose cultures will influence us. sooner or later.
Sooner or
So
later,
we have to focus on this when we are marrying someone.
Okay, that's great, ma'am. So, ma'am, considering our, again, I'm going to that frontier provinces, Balochistan or KPK side, I have seen people there, they are not, especially I'm talking about the females, they are not allowed to take their decision of their lives. That married factor, selecting your partner, that ultimately influence their professional life as well. So, what do you prefer the things in that society that need to be changed as a sociologist or as a overall thinker of that thing? So, what would you
Again,
suggest?
the awareness of rights, that is something we have to work on. I am not saying that we should go against our patriarchal system and do whatever we have to right now and then have social movements for that. We do, yes, but awareness is something that we can have in our hands, जिसकी वजह से हम ज़्यादा influence कर सकते हैं. If we think that females, obviously in the society, sometimes does not have a proper say when it comes to the selection of their life partner, awareness comes here. We need to aware parents, we need to aware the people that are actually influencing the life of that girl, that she must have that
must
kind
have
of
that
understanding,
part, yes.
that kind of maturity on the basis of which she can select somebody who suits her needs.
Yes, for sure. So, ma'am, there is also another thing that's very crucial matter as well. Some people consider financial help as your family support. Some consider emotional help as your family support system. And when some people get all of these help, especially females, they consider something else to be a family support system. I have seen people. So, what do you think? What is the very important thing from starting from your early life, then your marriage life, and your professional life as well?
Achha, for me, I think it must be the emotional support that we need. Obviously, if we are becoming a professional, we will be financially independent in certain ways, even if we have to share the responsibilities of the house as well. But I think for me, emotional support is the utmost important. We have to support all of the decisions, the issues of daily life, and we have to emotionally support the person, a girl who is actually trying to pursue a professional
Ma'am,
career.
going up to our end of questions, I would like to take your views on what would you suggest to people to be as successful as you are sitting here at FCCU as a lecturer. So what would you suggest them to how to manage their professional life as and their family life as well, day-to-day life? What are the key steps that they must follow in order to be able to do that?
Okay, so we cannot do it without the help of our family, obviously.
That's
so
the
you
thing.
have to maintain a balance between both of these sides, the professional side and the personal side. Obviously, when it comes to time, there will be a lot of challenges because you have to give a lot of time to your full-time job, and you cannot have that much time in for your house, so here comes the support of the family, support of the husband. For example, in my case, I have the support of my husband, I have the support of my mother all the time. Whenever my kid is alone and I need someone to take care of her, my husband will be there, my mother will be there, my mother-in-law will be there all the time to support me, and only then I can have a full-time job and properly concentrate on my job. So for the people, obviously, when it comes to support, there will be a lot of complexities when it comes to family systems. Not every family is
supports these things.
Exactly. There will be complex type of societies as well, families as well, where nobody is going to support you, nobody is going to pick your child, nobody is going to help you out with the household chore, nobody is going to help you out in your decisions as well when you are not home, and how your child is supposed to be handled. There will be times when you will have no control over these situations, but you have to find a way to balance these things out. You have to let go some of your priorities as well for that. So it is a huge game that we have to play on daily basis, just to balance it all out.
That's the thing. So, ma'am, you are pursuing your life in teaching professional as well. So my question is, what are the jobs that are not allowed to be good for I'm considering it from the female perspective, that what are the jobs that women should pursue in their careers, or what are the best things for them in order to be very set in their family as well as their professional life? So is there any specified job, or they should go to whichever field they want?
I think, in my opinion, females can do anything.
Yeah,
they must do anything that they want to. Obviously, everybody should know what their boundaries and limitations are according to their cultural values. After that, sky is your limit.
So, ma'am, going to our last question, we would like to sum up this interview. If you would have to sum up this interview in a single word or a phrase, the family support system, this whole phenomena, what would be that word? We would be keen to know.
So I have to share a phrase now.
Ma'am, a word, or we just want to, we are keen to know that word. What would
so
be that
I can say the family system or family support is the backbone for the professional
That's a great
development.
thing.
That
So,
is
ma'am,
what I can say.
This is our interview for today, and thank you so much for your precious
Thank you.
time. We
Thank
appreciate
you so
that
much.
views. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.